Some players really go overboard when celebrating. Most of the time, it ends in laughter, but some players end up in real trouble. Some even lost their lives. Ziyech did something unbelievable. Players usually leap over advertising boards just fine, but this guy did it. I think he celebrated with the wrong crowd. Check out the smack he got. The only thing worse than that is this guy who couldn't pull off the classic slide on the field, and it happened. The worst part is he had to get medical attention because he got hurt for real. That's what happens when you're left hanging during celebrations. I wonder if he got hurt too. Now check out this player who did a disappearing act during his celebration. Yeah, he just vanished. Turns out there was a gap where he jumped. Luckily, he didn't get hurt. What was different about this case was what happened in Japan. The striker also fell into a hole behind the advertising board, but he needed medical attention. Who left a banana peel there? Even famous players mess up their celebrations. Check out what Zidane did. But this guy went too far. Yeah, he took off his shorts to celebrate, and of course, he got a yellow card for indecent exposure, and since he already had another yellow, he ended up getting sent off. That's the famous thick-headed player. I don't know where he got that idea from, but it looks like it hurt. This player got hurt celebrating a penalty. Well, never mind. Speaking of painful celebrations, check out the collision between these two guys here. But celebrations don't always end well. In Brazilian football, a guy tried to do a somersault and this happened. In India, a player died trying to do a somersault. The move went wrong. He landed badly and had to be hospitalized. After 5 days in intensive care, the player couldn't survive and passed away. Now, talking about historic celebrations, look at what Diego Forlan did. He took off his shirt to celebrate. But the game resumed and the guy kept running shirtless on the field. That led FIFA to create the rule against doing that in celebrations because of that incident. And there was a player who took advantage of that rule to create another historic celebration. This guy simply took off his shirt to celebrate but had another identical one underneath. He even threw one of the shirts to the fans. But it didn't work out and he ended up getting expelled. But something worse happened to this Liverpool player. He had the brilliant idea of pretending to be sniffing something on the field while celebrating. I don't even need to tell you it went south for him, right? The coach tried to defend the player, but it was no use. He got a 4-game suspension because of it. But there was a player who ruined his career because of a gesture. When celebrating a goal, Karides did this. Yeah, the guy made a very famous and completely prohibited salute. The result? He got banned from the Greek national team, and he even lost his contract with the club. Now, talking about female players who did well, this one did this dance after scoring a goal and became famous worldwide because of it. But she herself said she'd rather not be known for the dance, but for her football skills. And this one just took off her shirt to celebrate a goal.
Che si leva anche la maglia, che gol, tripletta, e Milan che adesso ha messo decisamente il muso avanti.
This other one did the same thing, but in a World Cup. The Chelsea player also lost it and took everything off in the celebration and obviously got a yellow card. Speaking of the World Cup, look at what Batshuayi did to celebrate a goal for Belgium. But even coaches embarrass themselves when there's a goal. Look at the former coach of the Brazilian national team just falling on the field. Now check out what Cristiano did to celebrate a goal for Juventus. Come on, I know the moment was historic, but hold yourself together, man. Check out what happened in this play. Everyone started slipping on the field when this guy thought of doing the same, but he messed up. Ever heard of friendly fire? This guy had just scored a goal when his teammate did that. But what's really funny is what this Arsenal player did. After stumbling, he even loses the spirit to celebrate. Now this guy fell so hard he ended up face planting. This goalkeeper messed up by celebrating too early. He started pounding his chest because of the save, but forgot about the laws of physics, and that's what happened. But there are players who mess up out of revenge. How so? Everyone remembers Messi's celebration, right? He did that in an unimportant La Liga game, and Cristiano Ronaldo decided to pay him back in the same coin, in the Super Cup, in a title-deciding match. And Robozao likes to get revenge when provoked. This player scored a goal against Al Nassr and did Cristiano Ronaldo's celebration. And when the Portuguese managed to score his goal, he did this while staring down the player. Candreva went to celebrate with the fans but slipped before the jump, and this happened. But speaking of historic celebrations, check out what Vardy did after scoring a goal for the English national team. Now, check out what this team did. At the moment of the goal, everyone ran to the corner of the field, and nobody understood anything until the whole team appeared inside a car. This goalkeeper's celebration is simply hilarious. Balotelli did this to celebrate the amazing goal he scored for Italy. The problem is, he got a yellow card for it. But his most historic celebration was this one for Manchester City. The problem is that the silent protest, besides earning him a yellow card, also made the player the target of even more criticism. Now let's go for a little compilation of great players who messed up trying to slide on the field, starting with Robben. Luis Suarez was another one who ended up face-planting on the field. How will he bite opponents without teeth? Van der Vaart got all tangled up in that celebration, just like that player from Borussia Dortmund. And speaking of great players, Haaland pointed to the wrong fan in that celebration. Speaking of him, the guy always liked to celebrate his goals like this, but he messed up when he did it against Paris Saint-Germain because Neymar played amazingly and ended up eliminating Borussia Dortmund. And to taunt, Neymar did this celebration, which became a post on his Instagram with millions of likes. After that, Haaland never did that celebration again. Can someone explain where Alaba got that chair from? This player had the brilliant idea of revealing to the whole world that he's Spider-Man after scoring a great goal. Someone else who did that was Aubameyang, who just put on a Batman mask to celebrate, but he got a yellow card because wearing masks is also prohibited. Dele Alli only messed up with that celebration because of himself. The guy pretended to be sleeping after scoring a goal. The problem is that after a while he started playing badly for Tottenham, and the fans used that to taunt him. Who went through something similar was Neymar and Mbappe. The guys did this celebration as if they were throwing money away. The problem is they did it exactly at the club that paid millions for the duo to not win any Champions League. I don't even need to say that the fans got on their case. Now get ready for a huge mess. This guy went to celebrate with the bench, almost ended up without clothes after one of the assistants did this, and ended his celebration like this. And to finish, look at Rooney getting knocked out, well, by himself.
Fantastic.